What's good, you guys? Welcome back to another banger. Today we're reviewing the Yokan Black Go. One of the cool things about this device is that it does come with this nice little pocket sleeve, so you guys can like store it in there, and you know, that way you're not breaking the glass and stuff. And another good thing about the sleeve is that it does fit inside your cup holder, so like you can keep a nice little grip with it, you know, because I wouldn't feel comfortable putting this in my cup holder just like bare naked, like bare glass, you know. I feel like it might be prone to breaking. One thing I do love that I noticed right out the gate is that they do give you a nice little cap. They give you a nice little cap for the tip. That way, you know, you don't want no fucking dirt or debris falling into the mouthpiece and stuff. So always keep it closed. So we do have the chamber right here, you guys. As you guys can see, just pop that bad boy open. We got a nice little chamber. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big. It's not the biggest chamber I've seen. It's not the smallest I've seen. So take that as you may. It is the same size as the Phaser Max Pro, I believe, the one that we reviewed last week. It is the same size chamber, same style and everything, same carb cap. Now this does come with a fucking dab tool, but what I love about this is, like, when I unboxed it, I noticed they had a hole right here. So there's two holes, one for the mouthpiece and then there's another one, and I didn't really know what it was until I saw this bad boy. I guess it's for the dab tool. You can just stick it in there and it fits snug, bro. Like, it's flush in there. Like, that thing is not coming out. So just like the last one, we do have a button. It is like button activated. Unlike the last one, this isn't just a traditional button. This button goes up, down, left, right. It almost reminds me of like the PS3, PS4, like R3, L3 analog sticks. So 5 clicks to turn on, 5 clicks to turn off. So if you go up, it changes the temperature setting. So we're currently on 450. So we're gonna leave it at that. Now, if you go left to right, it changes the amount of time that you burn your dab. Now, normally I usually go anywhere from 50 seconds to 60. So in this case, we're just gonna leave it at the 55 mark. That way we have no issues with it. So just like the last device, this device does keep track of your dabs. So according to the screen, I have 19 hits left at 450 degrees at 55 seconds a hit. So 19 hits left. Once we take a couple hits, if you raise the temperature, you adjust the time, it is your amount of dabs is gonna either go up or go lower, you know. So it all depends on the temperature that you're running at. And it is USB-C, so it's not no micro USB. It's not the outdated, it's not even like a lightning. It's USB-C, so you get that fast charging. Now, before we start smoking, I do have to mention, this is not a sponsored video. They sent this to me with the intent to review it for you guys. So you guys are getting my first real reaction, my first impressions on the new Yokan Black Go. Now, this device, I looked it up, it does cost $180. Now, this is more expensive by like $15–20 compared to the Phaser. You can fit more water in this compared to the Phaser Pro. So I'm assuming this one's gonna give us bigger clouds. Now, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for some big ass clouds. So we're gonna fill this bad boy up with some water and let's take some dabs. Boom, locked and loaded. And then once you're done with the dab tool, you just boom, pop it back in place and you're good to go. This device does have a lot better airflow compared to the Phaser Max. Like, I could tell that just right out the gate, just from dry ripping it. Like, it just seems to have a lot better airflow and a lot more pull to it. So I'm expecting some decent clouds out this. I'm not gonna lie. I got high expectations for this one, because if this one's more expensive than the last one, and I thought the last one was gonna be good. Now, just like the last device, you can either 2 clicks to preheat and it'll vibrate once it's ready for you to pull, or you can hold the button and heat as you pull. Now, me personally, I just like to use the preheat 2-click button. It just makes things so much easier. So 1, 2, and look at that color, bro. So this does have the same color as the last one. I'm not sure how to change the color, to be honest. I'm not even sure if you can. And you guys can see this thing is already smoking. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's really smooth. What the fuck? I feel like I'm drinking a smoothie or something. Like, wow, this thing fucking rips. I'm not gonna lie, this right out the gate, I can tell it's 100% smoother than the Phaser Max Pro. Now that's what I kind of expected, because like I said, it has a big glass piece. You know, you can fit a lot more water in here than the other device. I can already get a sense to see like why they charge $20 more for this device compared to the other one. Look, easy cleanup, boom, 1 2 3, just give it a little swirl and you're good to go. So you guys are probably like, Gio, this is your second Yokan device that you reviewed. You said the other one was a banger. Is this one a banger as well? Off one hit, I'm not gonna lie, this shit's a fucking banger. From the joystick to the caps to the way, like, you can take this off to clean it. Like, you can pop off the actual chambers, so like it's not like permanently on there. You can take that off. You can take the rubber piece off as well. It's like a little hat, you just pop it off. The dab tool, to me, in my opinion, this dab tool, like the placement of the dab tool just makes this like if this didn't have this little pocket for the dab tool, this would be like a 9 out of 10 device. But the fact that it has a fucking dab tool, like a compartment for the dab tool, you got a cap for your fucking the mouthpiece, like, bro, they just pay attention to the very small minute details. Because like obviously a lot of people would think about putting a cap on the piece, on the mouthpiece, but not a lot of companies would do that, you know? Like, not a lot of companies do that. Not a lot of companies think about like, where am I gonna store my dab tool? Like, how, like, if I provide a dab tool with the device, like how are you gonna be able to store it? Because, you know, a lot of people just have like a loose dab tool, and I end up losing those 9 times out of 10. I end up losing those dab tools. But the fact that like they put a little pocket in for your dab tool, like, that just to me is like very, that just lets me know that the company actually cares about its customers and the people who purchase these devices. I do have to mention, this device did come with terp pearls. I believe they came with like 6 or 12. I'm not sure. They do recommend that you use one with the device. Me personally, I might get some flack for this, but I do not like terp pearls. For some reason, I just rather smoke without them, to be honest. Call me old school, call me an old head, but I just personally rather just load up my dab and just heat it up and smoke it. But you can do as you like. So like I said, they do come with this, so I'm assuming they want you to use them. Now, I will say, I do feel as though that this device is more suitable for the terp pearls compared to the Max Phaser Pro. This one does have a lot more suction, a lot more airflow. Like, it has a stronger pull. I feel like the other device didn't pull as hard or as smooth as this one. So this one does have an advantage in that. Now, like I said, this one is $180, whereas the Phaser Max Pro was $160, $165. Which one is better? I will say this one does have far better characteristics. It looks nicer. It's a lot more put together. And the fact that it comes with the sleeve, so you can like store it on the go and stuff like that, I just think that it just makes it a lot better. Before I give my final thoughts, before I let you guys know what I think, my opinions, should you buy this device, let's load up one more dab. And let's see, we're gonna raise up the temp this time. We're gonna go all the way to 470. We're gonna leave the time, but we're gonna go up to 470. And again, just like the last one, you guys, this one also tracks the live temperature reading. So we do have 17 hits left on the charge, but we only need enough for one. If you guys are wondering what we're smoking on that Fatso live rosin from Jetty. Shout out to Jetty. One of my top rosin houses, I say. Like, in my opinion, when I'm picking up rosin, I usually look for Jetty. Jetty's always got some fire. 710 as well, but that's a no-brainer. Oh my god, this is GMO crossed with the OG. I can't remember the OG name, but this thing is fire. Maybe it's on the packaging. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say on the packaging, but yeah, I know it's an OG mixed with GMO, so it is an indica. So, you know, just look at that, you guys. Oh my god, that shit looks beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I loaded up the same size dab as the last one, just to see how the temperature goes. Now, I will say, because it is the same size atomizer as the last device, I wouldn't recommend you taking like a full gram dab out of this. To be honest, I wouldn't even take, I mean, I guess you could take a half gram dab in here, but I personally wouldn't do that. I personally would rather, if you want to take a fat ass dab, like a gram dab, half gram dab, I would much rather you buy like a XL chamber, or just smoke it out of a different device with a fatter chamber. I'm sure it can handle a half gram dab, but I just feel like it might be a little messy. Who knows? But me personally, I don't really smoke that fat either, so I just personally wouldn't do it. 2 clicks. Boom. Once it lights up, you guys know that it's heating up. And let me take off the straw hat. Cheers, you guys. Oh yeah, instantly fatter clouds. Oh yeah, that's ripping. I don't know if you guys can hear the airflow on this, but it's fucking amazing. Dude, this thing is still cooking. And it says done when it finishes. I'm telling you, like, Yokan really takes in the little minute details. Like, not every company puts like little messages on the screen like that. Like, they just make it super convenient for the user, I think. Like, I feel like at Yokan headquarters, they're probably fucking ripping this thing 1,000 times a day to like understand like what it really takes to make a great device. The fact that this is only $15-20 more than the Max Phaser Pro to me is amazing. I would easily pay $190, $200. I would even pay $210 for this. Now, maybe I'm just glazing, you know, like I'm not trying to glaze. This is honestly like, dude, this thing is nice. Arguably my favorite dab rig from Yokan. If you're in the market for an e-rig and you have less than $200, I would honestly recommend this one. This is probably the one to go. It's easy to use, super convenient. It fits in the cup holder. It fits in your hand. You can use it with one hand. Like, it's off now, so the screen's not gonna move. But overall, it's just like super well thought out. It's like, it has storage for your dab tool. It's just overall super convenient. And it's super small too, so it's not like, this isn't the biggest device, bro. Like, if you got a big hand, you could damn near palm this like a, if I had to compare it to size, I would say it's like the size of a soda can. Like, it looks like a soda can minus the mouthpiece. So I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world. It's very, I would say it's very travel friendly, especially with the sleeve. It's very travel friendly. So for $20 extra to have all these different features, this button feels nicer than the traditional plus minus. It just overall feels so much higher quality. It feels heavier, like right out the bat. This thing has some good weight to it. So for $15-20 extra, you can't go wrong with this. If you're starting you're new to the world of dabs, you're like, hey, I want an entry-level e-rig that's gonna get me clouds, gonna get me high as fuck, and it's gonna smoke clean. The Yokan Black Go is the way to go. Like, it's not even a debate, to be honest with you. This is, to be honest, I'd have to give this a damn near 10 out of 10. There's not one thing I didn't like. I mean, I guess you can have a bigger chamber, but I'm sure you can find a compatible XL chamber for this device. I'm 100% sure of it. I don't mind the straw piece. I feel like it's nice, it's convenient, it's just easy, it's easy to use. I'm honestly impressed. Like, this blew me away. Big shout out to Yokan for sending through the device. I will leave a link down in the comments. That way you guys can go ahead and check it out. If you have $180 and you're looking for an entry-level e-rig that's honestly good quality, good smoke, clean smoke, it doesn't burn your terps, like, this was good. I like taking a dab out of this. I would take another dab. If someone handed me this to take a dab, I would be so fucking excited. Like, just the way it looks and everything. Like, look at this, bro. It's so inconspicuous. Like, it literally looks like a drink. Like, you would think like this is an actual, like, you know, like, be like, oh, I have water in here, and you shake it and it's actually water. It's just honestly awesome device. Like I said, link down in the comments. Best $180 you will ever spend. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here. Stay faded, stay safe. I'm out.